sure. Okay, I think I've got it all set. Alright. You're gonna hear testimony from Melissa Foster. About... I don't remember what about. We already read the testimony, but I don't even remember what it was. Let's see, was it this one? A goofy goober! Let's see. I was out in the country before. Oh, she's supposedly. Oh, she's trying to prove that she doesn't know who the defendant is or the person that was murdered. But we'll go ahead and I think we pressed her on everything, didn't we? I think we did. I'll go ahead and reread the testimony and then figure out what to do. Let's see. I was out of the country until the year before last. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant until I entered college. I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before, and I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago, I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf or kidnapping a poor girl. Wait, what? I guess I was lucky I wasn't wearing... This doesn't even make sense. I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Alright. Glad I wasn't wearing a white scarf. There's gotta be something that I need to, look at. Oh, what's this? Oh, we don't need this yet. You speak French too? That's pretty cool. You want a baguette now? I took German. Mi esposo de mexicano. So, he speaks Spanish. Je suis la jeune fille. So I don't have a reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Until I entered college, I'd never been to... Let's see. You speak German too? Damn! What about Japanese? I've been trying to learn Japanese. Let's go ahead and save. Certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Let's see, I know we've pressed her on everything, so she's got nothing new to say. What if we do this? Damn it. Alright, let's load. We don't have any room for mistakes. Holding a grudge. It's gotta be something about this. Because she added it recently. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Oh, I guess this was right. You don't know Japanese. It's okay. No idea what that even says. Let's see, witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. Oh, you're talking about the scarf right here, eh? Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Whoa, white? This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Oh! Well, it was... What was that word? Craggy? It was craggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. You cannot see anything? Is that what that says? Or can you seriously not see anything? Now I'm scared. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is she's colorblind. Is it because of this letter? Well, not that. What? That's weird. That's not what my OBS is showing. Is that what everyone else is seeing? Maybe you need to refresh. Let me look at it myself. You guys see it too? That's weird. OBS shows that I'm streaming properly. OBS shows... Whoops. Mine shows the stream. I just looked it up myself. You refreshed? That's weird that you have to refresh, though. It shows that it's working for me. Weird. Let me close everything. Them eyes. Let's see. Let's save because, like I said, we've got no room for messing up. I'm pretty sure it's this letter, maybe? You have an idea of the camera? Oh, no, I don't think it's the camera. Witness, have you ever seen this note? Note? No, never. It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. I wonder about that. We're in the past. What do you mean? Look at that hair. This note shows Mr. Fowles' instruction to the victim regarding their meeting. It's good now, you refreshed? Okay, good. It says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf? Ah! Witness, you knew what this note said. There's no other possible reason for you to mistake the scarf's color. Ugh! Ugh! Well, Miss Foster? No! Order, order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Fowles is one, the person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yep! The third person that knew the contents of the note was... Melissa Foster. Hang on there, kitten. What is it, Mr. Armando? Here, I made some special café con leche for you. I put in plenty of sugar. Coffee with milk, I think that's what it's... I don't know. Drink it up before it gets cold. Don't be shy. Why are you doing this? Your brain needs stimulation. Drink some of this and then think it over again. Listen, keep messing up like that and you're going to get the judge mad. Wait, what? I messed up? Miss Faye, don't stand there casually drinking coffee. What? Oops. I think it's too late. But Your Honor, there's one more person. There's a person besides Mr. Fowles and the victim that knew what the note said. That's right. A person no one would have suspected. Oh man. I thought it was her. Oh. Why did it just suddenly add this person? She wasn't there before. Urgh. And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name right there. What's this? So who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Fowles. Objection! You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. The fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are. Ah! Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying... But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Whoa, what? Ha! Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Just who are you, anyway? I'm... I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? Ha! It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way! But then why... If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to... the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see. Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. And she also claimed she didn't know who the police officer or the defendant was. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at another murder scene. Really, Miss Fay, your strategy is clearly obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you! Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Fay must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What?! I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Fay, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me. Ha! I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. That wasn't me. It was this guy, this crazy coffee addict. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Ha! What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? The rashness of youth. How charming. This coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Fay, what motive would the witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? Let's save it because we are going to die if I mess this up. Should be the diamond. Oh, what is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke? If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Fay? Oh, that was the rashness of youth! Rashness of youth? Okay, yeah, that's not it. We died. That wasn't it? I didn't just save it, did I? Oh no, okay. It just takes a while. Well then, what is it? It's not the diamond. It's because of Dick Gumshoe! Oh, the truth must come out. That's what it... The story starts after Terry Fowles escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, "Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out." Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. A terrific story, Miss Fay. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Fay. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Fowles. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Ugh! Very well, I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it will be painful for you, but can I think you is supposed to be the... Can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? What? Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. Five years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Fowles. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Fowles in the arm. That's when Mr. Fowles tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous! Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ms. Fay? Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. Ha! If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've got that info, that ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Fowles told us that in the lobby. Please don't make me talk. I'd do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too. Alright, phew. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Time to press her on everything. Let me go ahead and save because I don't know if pressing is going to cost me anything. Okay, I was kidnapped by Mr. Fowles. Did you and Mr. Fowles have a relationship? Yes, as a tutor. You were tutoring him, Mr. Fowles? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Fowles came to the house to tutor me. That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Fowles. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Fowles a clever fellow? He ASMR good. Let's see, the ransom price was a raw diamond. I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million?! It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk. A $2 million pint of milk! I don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister, Valerie, make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Fowles is. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... after she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Fowles in the arm. That was a dangerous thing to do, considering you were being held hostage. Yes, but... actually, that saved my life. What do you mean? You see, Mr. Fowles was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow, I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. Then why did he push you? That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Well, when Mr. Fowles was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Fowles turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. Bloodthirsty grin? Ooh. And in the next instant... I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then, just one little shove from behind, that was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. I survived, but was afraid I'd be kidnapped again. And that's why you hid your identity? Yes. I only told my sister. Valerie Hawthorne, eh? Yes. She's the only one who knew about me. Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years. I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right? Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of. That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all of the paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only person left in the world I could count on. And you think I killed her? There's no way I could. It's the moment of truth for this witness too. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is. I've just got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax. Well, it didn't give me an opportunity to say anything, and I don't have anything in my inventory that would prove otherwise. Maybe this? Hmm. I don't think it's anything here. Whoops, I meant to go to evidence. I don't really have much stuff from back then. I just have the diamond. I wonder if, save it. I don't think that worked. Your Honor, what do you think of the witness's statements? Nah, it's not gonna work. Let's see. Maybe I show it here? The only thing I have is the diamond. I don't think that was it. Nope. Whoops. Nope, not reading your lines anymore. Go away. Is this an instance where I've got to press again? I was dazed, trying to turn and run. Wait, she tried to turn and run. Maybe I show her the map there. Yes! You say that Mr. Fowles pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Fowles. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind, as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Ah! Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. Ugh! You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see, Just a moment, Your Honor! It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. Well, what do you mean? After being shot in the right arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fowles panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edwards' explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now, when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. You can't be serious! Order! Order in the court! Where'd I put that water bottle? It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. I had a water bottle. Where'd it go? Did I leave it over there? I think I did.
Objection!
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fowles panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that is impossible. Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Hold on, let's save real quick. We have no room for error. Which evidence? Which? Your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Okay. Would you kindly tell me which piece I'm supposed to use? Oh, this. Your Honor! All of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. No! But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this would be a problem for him. It wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Fowles had been shot in the right arm. Ah! And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Fowles throwing the witness off the bridge, that is clearly impossible. Stop making weird noises! Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? What was that noise? Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh, then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. The fact alone explains everything. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. I think it's for the diamond, but let's... I've been wrong the last 3 times. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up to the mountain with her, the $2 million diamond. Oh! No! It can't be! Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Fowles to help her fake the kidnapping. Bang! Greedy! Yes, she is a greedy bitch. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Why, that's simply ridiculous! Order! 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 Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Fowles, Valerie called her sister Dahlia. And then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote it in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Hee. Who is that laughing at a time like this? Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Witness? Is that you? You amuse me, woman, Ms. Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Fowles and my sister. Well, And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Fey? I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something? How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. I is of the stupid. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I'm forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Ha! Without evidence, the trial is over? Who decided that? Mr. Armando! Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fowles' stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There is only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? I guess Terry? Please don't tell me it's Terry. I don't want to read Terry. I guess it is. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes. We would like to hear the testimony of Terry Fowles. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Fowles. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff! Bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Fowles. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
I don't believe it! No way! Dahlia died 5 years ago! Valerie betrayed me!
Mr. Fowles, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive. And you were used for $2 million.
That's not true!
Mr. Fowles, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia! Dahlia! Did you betray me? 5 years ago she promised never ever betray each other.
Terry.
Dahlia! It's true! You are alive!
You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad.
Tell the truth! The real truth! I believed in you!
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Dahlia!
I will allow Mr. Fowles to testify once more and testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Fowles, your testimony will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness.
Go!
Eek! I'm sorry, I apologize.
Water! Please, water! Can't talk, need water!
Ha! Oh well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself.
You are!
Who Terry Fowles saw. Alright, let me save it. Let's continue.
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, and she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia.
Mr. Fowles, you're covering for her. Do you think she would... That's enough, Miss Fay. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Fay, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you wanted to end, Mr. Fowles? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Let me go ahead and save it. And continue. Okay. Press. Hold it! According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you?
It was raining. Already dark too.
You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Fowles?
Eagle Mountain. That spot, strong, strong memories.
Why did he just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here? She wasn't there, so I waited. You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it.
I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye. Watch the car. You were watching the car?
That bridge, the other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So I was watching the car.
What else were you expecting him to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction? I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it.
Anyway, nobody came, no car, nothing.
Finally, one woman came. Mr. Fowles, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne?
I never lied. It is the truth. It was Valerie. I remember her face.
Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification?
Oh, sorry. I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie.
We talked and then she left. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Fowles?
Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do, she said. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty.
And were you satisfied with that answer, witness?
Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead.
You just saw that she isn't dead.
After Valerie talked to me on the bridge, nothing left to live for.
It was Valerie, not Dahlia. How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Fowles, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do.
That woman, it wasn't Dahlia.
Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Fowles? I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. Fowles, even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess. Alright, where did they say that he was... Maybe the fact that he was watching the car. Alright, let me save it. Oh man, I'm so tired of this man talking. Is it... No, not this one. This one? evidence establishes that the defense is lying, right? She doesn't sound very sure of herself. Is it this one? I'm gonna go ahead and save it somewhere else as well, just in case I accidentally save over. Wait. Why didn't the picture work here? I never put no body in that car. I guess because you didn't. Maybe it was here. He waited on the bridge. Oh, because... this one. So, when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Well, then I'm sure too, Mr. Fowles. I'm sure that you're lying.
Huh? Wah! 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 Wah!
Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Fowles, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did.
Oh! Go! Wah!
Mr. Fowles? Please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place.
Did you go to the special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it under the base of tree there.
Uh-oh.
It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get.
This little bottle on a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body at the trunk of his car.
No!
Indeed, there certainly wasn't enough time for it. I still got a chance. Mr. Fowles, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Fowles? Ugh!
That's enough! Please!
Witness?
I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. Oh.
No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess.
I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this.
No, we were so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence.
No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again.
Mr. Fowles!
Mr. Armando, thanks for the coffee.
Mr. Fowles! I'm glad you're dead. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne. She left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Unforgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando. We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Fowles killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty. What? I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando.
These are why my shirts are red. I bleed all over them.
No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. Woot woot! 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Dun dun dun. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... guilty. Guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Alright, we're done with episode 4. I think there's just one more. And then we'll be done. Bridge to the Turnabout. That trial that they just showed with Phoenix, and he's like, no, whatever. That was the very first trial that we did, so we're not going to see the conclusion of that one again. But technically, what happened, Dahlia poisoned somebody, and we were able to find her a guilty verdict. Let's go ahead and save. Yeah, let's go ahead and save here too. Oh man, I'm so glad Terry is gone. Alright, well let's look at the previous one. Alright, we got legs in the bottom screen and his torso in the top screen. Okay. Bridge to the Turnabout. It's Amy Faye! Shichishito, the treasured Kurain village heirloom whose name means seven-branched sword. Shichishito. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choices limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to the world, is severed, the illusion is revealed and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. I don't know if it's implacability or implacability. I don't know. February 6th, 9:48 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, Nick! Yeah, what is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers, unlike you? Sure, you are a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of, oh, Cult! Winter Spiritual Location Special. What? Oh. Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. I'll say, it sounds more like a scam to me. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. It's perfect for training. Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. Yeah! And I signed up for the special course. That's nice. And the timing couldn't be better. Since we don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then, it's settled! Well, come on, don't just stand there. Start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way! How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope. Not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl. It's... My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Yes! Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Oh, Cult, New Year's issue received from Pearls. Okay. Dahlia Hawthorne. I knew there was no way she'd possibly be at that temple, but I just had to see for myself who this nun really was. February 7th, 3:24 p.m., Hazakura Temple main gate. Brr, it's so cold here, Nick. Cold. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change. Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Achoo! Her teeth are chattering so loudly it's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Wow, Mystic Maya. So this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly. Achoo! Well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Achoo! Oh, my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing into human... Ho. Well, we're high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think... Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. Wow! It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you, considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wow! Reckless? Wahaha? What? Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all that trouble to... Yes, that's right! You've come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves! There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? Ugh. Channeling dojo. So what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh, my. You don't even know that? Forgive him, sister, for he knows not what he is saying. Well. Just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items... Ah, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seem to envelop you. Wow, she must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. So what... You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that. And you must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell. 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia, or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. The other nun. Sister, about this picture. Well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it! Wow! The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? What? We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? That kind of sounds like fun. Sorry to cut in, but... This Iris, where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? Glare. No. That's not what I had in mind at all. Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. Inner temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? Wah ha wah ha ha. So she's in the inner temple, huh? Okay. I want to show you something. Where is it? My badge! Do you think you could take a look at this? I may not look like it, but I can tell you I'm very much in demand. What? And to be quite honest, I'm finding this a little difficult to say. What is she trying to say, Mr. Nick? I think she's trying to say that she's busy. But seriously, Nick, what's the deal? Nothing has even happened yet, and you're already shoving evidence into people's faces. You need to forget about work and relax a little. Try to have some fun, okay, Mr. Nick? Yeah, you're right. Sure, pin the hypothermia on a lawyer is great fun. You gotta go? Alright, well, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And thank you. Did you follow? I think you did. Well, even if you didn't, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good evening. Let's see. See you tomorrow if y'all are streaming. Yeah, we should be streaming tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. Same time. Same stuff. Suspension Bridge? February 7th, Suspension Bridge. Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Yeah, and look at that big canyon below us. Hey, there's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh, hey, I've got it. Maybe you should face your fear and try hurling yourself off the edge? You know, 1, 2, 3, jump! It might just be what you need to get over your fear of heights. Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, alright. Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. It's Quaggy Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. What is this doohickey? I can't believe there's a public phone here. Oh, it's a phone. Who would ever use it? The people who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones here. Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It would have been smarter of them to build the main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. Some letters are engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusty Bridge, huh? It says Dusky Bridge, okay? Come on, Nick. Take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. The sign is obviously wrong, and I'm gonna fix it. Now give me a pencil, Nick. Do I look like a pencil holder to you? Yes? There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. The sign here is so old, the text seems to have vanished. The path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down to the bottom of the canyon. Okay, alright, wooden staircase on it then. Do you really think that it is... Do you really think that is necessary? You'd have to be blind not to see the stairs. Well, it can't hurt. Just pass me a pencil, okay? Graffiti is a crime, Maya. Let's look at the bridge. Come on, Nick. Why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun! I'm not so sure. It looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it. Okay, Nick, then let's try to find a cute little white bunny and test your theory. That right there sums up the fundamental difference between sane and insane. Let's send this bunny off to its death. Wait. Let's look around here. There's a little door. Oh, I can't look at the little door. Oh, look! It's one of those snow motorcycle thingies. Most people call that a snowmobile, you know? Snow motorcycle things. Snow blow meal. What? Same thing. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. I bet she could race like the wind on this slow-mobile. Or maybe she'd give me a ride on this blow snowmobile. Arg, I told you it's snowmobile. Just shut up, Maya. That looks like the main hall where we'll be staying tonight. From here, it looks like one of those ice hotels you always hear about. They gotta have a heater or something in there, don't you think? I don't want to die. I'm not worried. I brought my hot water bottle. Did you bring one for me? What are you talking about, Nick? Who carries around 2 hot water bottles? Brrr, if the cold doesn't kill me, the ice queen over here will finish the job. Alright, let's go to the the main hall. That is a giant Magatama. February 7th, Hazakura Temple, main hall. The main hall. I think it's even colder in here. Achoo! Ah, Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mystic Maya is right. Ooh, I hope there's mashed potatoes too. I love mashed potatoes. Ha 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 ha. What a cute little acolyte. Greetings to all of you. Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Your outfit. Did you come here for the special course too? Ha 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 ha. Unfortunately, no. Actually, I'm... Ah! You're Miss Elise Donham? Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearlfay. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Zvari! A fortune teller? I've got all your books, Miss Donham. Ha ha! What a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is? Well, an author, maybe? Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. Do you, Maya? Do you? I'm sorry, I didn't know who you are. Sorry I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's alright. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Ha 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 ha. It makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Ms. Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, it must have been a really great story. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Laurice Donham. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Laurice's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise, anything for you. Ha 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 ha. Why'd come here? Why did you come to Hazakura Temple, Ms. Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? Ha 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 ha. No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow! I can't wait to read it! Pearls is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you're dressed like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's really a sweet lady. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It's a real amethyst, you know. Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick! I know you'll find me one. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes! Yes! I want to help with whatever I can. Pearl looks like she won the lottery. Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes, please take this. I think it will be of help to you. It's a map of the area. We wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we? The inner temple. There it is on the other side of the bridge. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple. Alright. Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Okay. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. Let's look around. It's an altar. It looks a bit old, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Kurain Village last year. I guess they really do have something to do with spiritual power after all. There's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see a Cyclops with the tiny Magatama I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. There are straw zabuton cushions arranged around a hibachi brazier. I haven't seen a layout like this since I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze to death. I think that's it. Oh. I bet the writing on these sliding doors are instructions for spirit channeling. Kinda like how we scribbled math formulas on the bathroom walls to remember them. What? Except we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests. And I can't read these walls. You're coming home! Yay! I guess we'll go ahead and end here then. Go ahead and save it. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for coming and watching us play. We really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with more Roblox, possibly, and Phoenix Wright. We're almost done. I don't remember how long this chapter is, but I am pretty sure this is the last one. But anyways, we will see you guys next time, so take care and have a good night. Bye-bye.